Your sister gave you the mumps. Your brother gave you the flu. Your best friend gave you chicken pox. It's payback time with help from Dr. Mario. Go head-to-head on NES or link up on Game Boy. Then contaminate, exterminate, and spread the viruses.
Spread.
When you score, you infect your opponent. Make them sweat, run a fever, get the chills. Dr. Mario. With 2 players, it's germ warfare.
Can I play?
Sure.
Welcome to Remember 64, where this week we have a fever and the only prescription of these little red and yellow pills, apparently. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the show. And hi again. If you're a returning listener and viewer, welcome. If this is your first time joining us on the show, here on Remember 64, we play and discuss the good, the bad, the ugly, and everything in between on the Nintendo 64's library. My name is David Petrangelo, and I guess everyone in my small town is going to suffer through cold season because I cannot beat this stupid worm, this weird monster, and definitely this scientist. There is no way I'm going to be able to save everyone. Jiggylookback, what about you? Any success?
Well, I thought maybe I could become a hero and go save all those people that were on that boat that, the rat in food situation. They were getting all sick and stuff. And I thought I got a prescription for that. And then I just started being a doctor's hard, man. I can't do it. I can't do it.
Just can't do it, huh?
Nope. So I give up. They're just
like
they're just gonna have to die. That's all it is. They're done. Can't help them. Sorry.
Well, as long as all you need is that. Apparently, according to Dr. Mario, is you just need that reflector thing on top of your head, and can-do attitude with a thumbs up, and that's pretty much all it takes.
Do you want to know something hilarious?
I absolutely do. Please.
I have one of those.
Why?
Because a few years back for a Halloween party,
I was a doctor.
I actually was specifically Dr. Mario. And I had a white lab coat, I had a stethoscope, and I had the white thing that or the reflector thing that goes in your head. And then I put on a mustache. Yeah. It was great.
Pictures and video, please, by the way.
Maybe I have a picture.
Lies.
I don't know. I might have the thing though. I think I know where it is.
What are those things called? I don't even know what the hell that thing's called.
No, I have no idea.
Doctor reflector thingy.
It's like a mirror.
Okay. Doctor reflector thing. It says head mirror. Okay. I thought it would have more of
it is a mirror.
I mean, I know, but all right. Why is it a diagnostic device? I don't know why it would. What does you do?
How does it help? How does it help the doctor? Is the question. Because they can't see it.
Right. Is it like for kids?
Look into my mirror.
Yeah. Some of these pictures I see
getting very sleepy
in front of their eye. It's like covering their whole eye.
What?
Instead of up above their head. Yeah, it's so weird. Anyways, Dr. Mario, everyone, that's what we're talking about.
Yes, absolutely.
We have ourselves a pretty late. I didn't realize this is a 2001 release on the N64. Looking at probably one of the last 10 games that was ever released. Largely a remake of the SNES and Game Boy ones, apparently pretty close to the way it's structured as far as the non-story mode stuff goes. Makes sense. The gameplay is pretty much the same. So we'll get into that in just a sec. But yeah, Dr. Mario 64, everyone. Also available on NSO. So if it is something that you're hearing us or watching us talk about this and go, oh, I want to give this a shot, NSO's got it for you right there. Pretty much plays exactly the same as it would if you had a controller. It's a pretty simple control scheme. So I just want to mention before we get into the game, we still have our giveaway going on for Mullet Mad Jack. That is the game that I was gifted the code for to give away to listeners and viewers on Steam. So all you have to do is, if you're listening to this still in May of 2026, the contest will end at the end of the month, but in May of 2026, all you have to do is go to our Star Wars Rogue Squadron episode, subscribe to the channel, and comment on that video and tell us who your favorite Star Wars character is. Pretty simple. I'll find your comment, I'll find your sub, and you'll be in the pool of names. And at the end of May, I will be pulling that name from a hat, or virtual hat, or virtual spinner, whatever things you can do.
Virtual mirror,
Doctor mirror. Yeah.
Yeah,
that's what they're for. They're for contests, right?
Yes,
Okay. So yeah, Mullet Mad Jack, if you haven't seen it, crazy retro 80s inspired B-movie type of FPS action game, about chaining combos of robot kills and stuff. If you ever seen or have played Bulletstorm, think of that, but with like a more anime design and feel. Super fun game. I reviewed it and really, really loved it. It's now out on Switch 2 as well, and Switch, but the code is for Steam. So if you're a PC player and you have Steam and on Steam Deck, plays great. That is a game that will be given away. So just check that out for the contest that will end at the end of May of 2026, if this is when you're listening to it. And as well, a commercial success. We have a few episodes available by the time you're hearing this episode and watching it. One of them will be out, and it will be a little bit of a makeshift replacement for the one that I had planned. But Jiggylookback and I discussed Star Fox, the new Star Fox trailer and direct that they had just a couple days ago, as of this recording, that is, and our thoughts on it. Look, what we expect, what we wanted, may not have wanted, a whole bunch of things. So that, did it sell us? The whole concept of a commercial success that I've thought of is, if I watch this commercial or this direct and I put myself in those shoes at that time, would I be sold on what they're trying to sell me? And that's basically what we got down to. We broke it down in a bunch of different ways. So check that out. All three of those, potentially even four by the time you have this, but three of those will be on Patreon. The first three will be for free and available to everyone. And then after that, it's going to be one of the rewards for supporters of the show. So check that out as well. All right, Jiggylookback. Let's get to it, sir. We have ourselves a... Oh, you got your glasses on because you're a doctor, right?
Yes.
Is that
professional?
Professional. You're so professional. Dr. Mario, whether it's this one or any of the other ones, any experience with this, I guess you could call it franchise puzzle games before this?
I played it once and it was too hard.
This specific one, or
yes, the specific one?
Okay. The specific one. Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Too hard.
Was that recent? Did you do it on NSO, or was it?
Well, I did do it on NSO, but no, back in the day I played it. I don't remember who had it. Maybe a cousin had it.
Gotcha.
Way too hard for me. Did not like it. And then went on NSO, tried it again when it first came out, and I was like, this is too hard. Did not like it. And I was like, let's play this for the podcast. And so I went back, I played it, got farther. Still thought it was way too hard. I'm like really bad at this game.
It is definitely something that I wrote down myself and thought constantly. I thought I just thought I was bad at this, but no, it's difficult. It's just a hard game. Like
it's a hard game.
It is hard. So I played this. I borrowed the Game Boy version of this because I had the original brick Game Boy back in the day. Sadly, it did not make it past into the 2000s. I don't think. Maybe it was 2005, something early 2000s. It's probably the last time I got my hands on it because
combust.
I left batteries in it and didn't realize, and it would be years later. It was definitely years later because I had a color and had an advance. It was at my parents' place. I remember it was probably 15 years ago or something. So not that long ago. And it was like probably sitting with corroded batteries for a decade.
RIP batteries.
Yeah. So really, I have my Game Boy version. Why don't I just use my Game Boy, the Lego Game Boy? So I remember borrowing that from someone and playing it. I don't remember if I enjoyed it or whatever, but it was like, oh, it's a Mario game. It's a puzzle, whatever.
Yeah,
It's like
Mario.
Tetris. Yeah. And then the SNES one, I remember renting a couple times and actually really liking it. Really liking it doesn't mean I got any further in it or did okay in it. I really don't remember, but I do remember playing it. And then this one never touched until now, just because whatever. It just wasn't one that was on my radar kind of thing. And yeah, I whooped my ass. It beat me down. Jiggy, this game is, we talked about the difficulty of Rogue Squadron. I think this is worse.
Oh, for sure.
Okay.
For sure.
Okay.
No. This is like, I was struggling, like the first level I beat, but the first level I was still like, this is pretty challenging. And this is the first level. And then I got to the second level. I was like, okay. And then I got to the third level and I was like, are you kidding me? And I'm not gonna lie, I may have dropped a few choice words. And then I got to the fourth level and I was just like, all right, yep, save state. Maybe I'll come back to this later.
I'm good. Yeah.
Oh.
So yeah, so there's different modes in this. There's you just play through multiple levels until you lose. Do that. There's a story mode, which I think is sort of what you might be referencing, where you are either Mario or Wario, which is a cool idea, although we'll get to what that means, if anything at all. And basically you're Mario or Wario, and there's a scientist that wants to steal the medicine while you're trying to help people in this little village or town or whatever it is in order to help them feel better. And
yeah, we need, hold up. His name is, I had it up
what's
here.
His name? I know.
Mad Scienstein. Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, that's his name. I remember being like, that's a ridiculous name. I gotta have that up.
Absolutely ridiculous. Yeah, it's just an excuse to have a bad guy. And so essentially all the characters in this, I think aside from the scientist, are actually in Wario Land 3, which I didn't realize, which was out around this time. So that's why Wario's in it. And it sort of changes the sort of dynamic between Mario and Wario a little bit. They're not just completely butting heads. There is a reason why they're sort of acting together at the beginning. All it is an excuse to take you from A to B. In between A to B, you'll run into a creature. That creature is the creature you face off against in a head-to-head Dr. Mario or Tetris-like matchup is basically all it is, right? It's not Tetris. It is a little bit different. You have to try to get rid of viruses that are on the screen with doing matches and everything. All the other modes are pretty basic. One of them's marathon. You just keep going. And then there's just scores. And then there's just whatever, play a single level or something like that and change your difficulty and stuff. The story thing, it's fine. You know, I don't know. It's okay. The thing that I wrote down that got me, I was wondering why, thinking to myself, like, why doesn't this work for me in the same way that it does for something like Yoshi's Story, for example, where it's a storybook look and aesthetic and all that kind of stuff. And that's what they're going for in like the in-between story moments here.
Yeah.
It doesn't look that good.
It doesn't.
It looks very choppy and blurry and just doesn't, I don't know what it is.
I have a few theories on that.
Okay.
One theory is the fact that it's inconsistent across the board, because you have these segments that almost look like Paper Mario, but it's not Paper Mario, and you're like almost a cardboard cutout that isn't like really animated. But then when you get into the actual game, they have these little sprites that are adorable.
Yeah. They're cool looking. I like the way they look. Look at them. They're bopping around and like,
which reminds you that in the cutscenes, they could have just animated these sprites to do the cutscenes and it would have been way better.
Totally. Because they're actually a really good design. I actually really like what they did with them. I'm with you.
Yeah. It makes no sense why they have this weird Paper Mario cardboard cutout sort of story sequence cutscenes. They're not great. I agree. I did not think they were good. They just feel lazy, like they didn't have to animate the characters.
Yeah, and I know they're trying to tell a quote unquote story or whatever, but like even playing it on NSO, like I think the version we're watching here, this must be like up-res in some way or something, but it was blurry. It didn't look very good. The sound is fine, but I just found like it was like, all right, and I noticed the same thing about the sprites, like you, like, what's wrong with that? Just
Yeah.
And they don't need to jump around or anything. They can just sort of sit there and just do whatever, right?
Yeah,
Like
like this
it
guy
doesn't
in the
need
Home Depot commercial.
this guy in the Milwaukee Home
He's
Depot in
sitting
this.
there.
Look at that!
Yeah.
Look, he's not in a fake storybook. Look at that! Free
No.
delivery too. Free
Come on,
delivery,
man. Home Depot Canada.
and L'Oreal Paris. Oh my god!
Oh my
The amount
gosh,
of
dude.
money we're making off this episode is incredible. It's so good. Yeah, like the whole game should just look like this. Like,
yeah.
I think your theory is correct. It's stupid. That's my theory.
Yeah, that's the theory. It's stupid.
The theory is that it's silly. So my main beef with the game is that it's too difficult. That's the big issue.
For sure.
I don't understand why it had to be that way. And I think I realized, and maybe you're the same. I don't know. It's just how I feel about games like this, is that I wanted to go through the story because I thought, it would be fun to just go through that mode and see what they do with it. They really just find excuses, like I said, to have you face off against someone. I prefer just playing single screen instead of being up against someone. Like I find the stress and the added, I guess you could call it difficulty, but the added piece to the puzzle of needing to survive what another player is doing to you to not be as enjoyable as me just playing the single screen and single drop down myself. It's okay if you're playing multiplayer with someone, that's fine. That's the reason why you're doing it. But to have that be the single player experience, I actually don't enjoy it in the same way.
See, I actually like that because it gives me,
Okay.
I feel like it gives me more incentive to play it. And
That's
like a
totally
sense of
fair.
accomplishment to beating someone. But I think we need to just describe how this one plays before I start making comparisons, because that's what my brain wants to do right now.
Of course.
And the base fundament, like, it's easy to look at this game and be like, oh, it's like Tetris. But it's really not like Tetris. The only semblance of Tetris is that you're dropping shapes. Like, the layout is the same, but the actual, like, what you're doing with those shapes is different.
Yeah, Tetris 2. If anyone's played Tetris 2,
There's a sequel?
Yeah, they tried to. I have the cartridge in my Game Boy pouch behind me. I'll grab it. Has a similar thing where, like, there's these little pieces in it that you need to break in order to clear the screen. Anyways, continue. I'll let you describe it because you're on a roll.
Okay. So basically, essentially, you will have a little jar. They're supposed to look like jars or vials. I don't know if you made that.
It's a pill bottle, I think, is what it is.
A pill bottle, yeah.
Yeah.
So you'll have like little vitamins that you drop, which will be basically either one solid color or two colors. And you can rotate them. And your goal is to eliminate all the little viruses inside this bottle. And so they're all color coded. So if there's a blue virus, you got to line up at least 3 blue shapes against it to create a sequence of 4, and that will break them. And once you break them, it eliminates the virus. So you got to match the colors in all different spots. There's yellow, red, blue, and it gets really hectic, really fast. You can box yourself into a corner. It's difficult. You want to get this done before your opponent on the other side gets it done. But it's not the only way you can win. You don't necessarily have to get all of the viruses defeated. You could potentially just like outlast them and they get stuck because their pills just stack up to the top until they like block and they can't drop anymore.
Like when you lose a Tetris game, right? Like that that part of it is the Tetris part, but the rest of it, you're right, is different for sure.
Yeah. And that's pretty much it. I don't know how to describe it other than that. There's a fun little animation of Mario versus whatever he's fighting,
which you'll never see because you're too focused on the screen.
You're too focused. Yeah, you don't notice it until later.
Yeah.
But let me tell you something. I did pop in one of my favorite games, Dr. Robotnik Mean Bean Machine.
Mm-hmm.
And actually you started doing it, which I was
because you were like, oh, we should.
I'm gonna refresh my memory with this game.
Yep.
And I went in and I played this for like a good, I don't know, maybe like 2 hours. I played it. I was just like
Dr.
sitting
Mario.
there, Dr. Mario. I was playing
Yeah.
Dr. Mario, and I'm like, why am I not into this? I love Mean Bean Machine. Why am I not into this? I was like,
Right.
honestly, I was not having a lot of fun.
Okay.
So I popped in Mean Bean Machine, and I was like, did I just grow out of this? Like, it's been a minute since I played it.
Sure.
And I went and popped in Mean Bean Machine. Freaking loved it. I'm like, nope, it's Dr. Mario. And I realized that actually, at least with what I was playing on, which was I was playing it on my TV, on my Switch 2, on the NSO, and I was using a Pro controller. I wasn't using my N64 controller for this.
Okay.
But I was using the D-pad, and it was super bad. Like, in a game like this that requires you to precisely move your piece, right? So you want to do things like drop it down, and there'll be like a little slot to your right. And if you like tap the button and move it to the right super fast, you can squeeze your piece in there. Like, you can do that.
Right.
But it's really sloppy in Dr. Mario. It's bad. If you pop in Dr. Mario and you hit right and left with the D-pad and you just move right and left, you'll feel how choppy it is. And if you don't feel how choppy it is,
it should be.
Go play Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine, because this is exactly what happened. I popped that in, same controller, NSO, same situation. And I sat there and I moved, and it felt fluid. It felt like it was really like responsive with what I was doing.
Yeah.
Even the rotation of it, where it feels a little clunky, like it goes, doo, doo, doo. It felt like it was really spinning, like it was super smooth.
The rotation isn't great because it's
square.
Yeah, there's something about it where I didn't notice it at first. I was, assuming it was me that was the problem, which is a fair assumption. But I noticed after a while, I was like, yeah, it doesn't quite move the way that I'm expecting it to.
It does not.
Yeah. And it is clunky the way they fall too, I found, which doesn't help.
That's a great way to describe it, just in general. It's not that it's bad per se. It's just when you played other games that are similar to this concept, they do it a lot better. I can't speak to the original Dr. Mario, only this N64 variant.
Right.
And I honestly think it's probably my least favorite sort of puzzle style game like this that I've played.
Of this like genre of puzzle game where you have to eliminate blocks and things like that. Yeah. Because at this point, there's a lot of them. I think when we were talking about covering this the other day, it was like Puyo Puyo, I think it is like the big like sort of popular baseline. There you go. That's a good way to say it. And I haven't played those games, but I hear they're great, and there's tons of them, and there's different types and all these kinds of things.
So many of these like puzzle like games are just like that game reskinned.
Yeah.
Like there's a Kirby one, there's all sorts of ones.
Is it Wario Forest or Wario Woods or something like that?
I think it's
Wario's Woods is kind of like this. And I was watching and listening to a different podcast called Play Retro that I listen to a bunch. They play a whole variety of different games and stuff, and that was one of them. And I didn't really know what it was. They started talking about it, and I watched the video version of their podcast. It's cool to see the gameplay and stuff, especially when it's games that I don't know, like that one. And I was like, oh, this looks like fun. I never played this before, and it's on a whole bunch of, it's on like Genesis and stuff too, I'm pretty sure. It's a weird, one of those weird rare games in that time. And it was a lot of fun. It's not exactly like this, but it has ideas similar to this. And I thought it was great. It was a lot of fun. I didn't play a bunch of hours. I played this more than I played that, but like it was a better game than this was.
Yeah.
And it was made probably 6 or 7 years before this was.
Yeah, the only game I can think of now that I said that, we played previously Pokemon Puzzle League.
Yes.
And I'd be curious, maybe I need to go back and play that one again, because I remember also not really caring for that one too much. And now I'm like, which one did I care for like less? Like was it Dr. Mario or Pokemon Puzzle League? Because what I will say about Dr. Mario is it has a lot of charm as far as
Yes,
like this part of it, the actual gameplay part of it, minus the sort of silly cutscenes situation they got going on. This part has so much charm. The little sprites being animated, just the idea of like dropping pills and like defeating little virus monsters, and they're animated and they're kind of laughing at you in the thing, or at least that's how I took it. They seem to have little personalities, and I don't know. There's a lot to like about the look of it.
It's a fun little idea, you know. It's a fun little like it feels so random, but it is fun. I agree. There's some of that charm there, that work for me as well. I guess that's like, you have to at least hit that if you're playing a Mario game,
right?
You have to at least have that. Oh, Brett Phillips, hey, what's going on? Welcome.
What up?
What's up? We're talking Dr. Mario. Have you played Dr. Mario, Brett? There we go. Or any of them?
Dr. Mario 64.
Have you played Dr. Mario 64 or any of them at all? Yeah, it does have that charm. That's true. I'd be curious too. I thought of Pokemon Puzzle League too, because that was just probably over a year ago for sure that we played it.
Yeah.
And that was one that I think I enjoyed more than you did, but it wasn't like this perfect puzzle game by any means.
Yeah. It was pretty basic. I remember us walking away from that and being like, Pokemon was just a skin on it. Like, why didn't they do anything sort of like, if you pick a fire type, you have a fire type advantage or something? It like,
that was the part that we didn't. I still don't understand why they didn't do that. I still don't get it. That
could have been
that was like
a Puzzle League
missed opportunity.
Anything Puzzle League. Like, it could have been Stickman Puzzle League, and it would have been just as
could have been Dr. Mario Puzzle League, and it would have been the same.
Yeah,
like, that's what it was.
Nothing needs to change.
Yeah, exactly. Brett says he hasn't played these games, but says if we played Wet Tricks, speaking of N64 puzzle games, we haven't, but I've been wanting to do that because it seems like it's like this odd, out of nowhere type of
people talk about
concept. I know, it's sort of the like hidden gem type of things. Apparently it's pretty good. So I mean, we played Tetrasphere, and I did not expect to like that as much as I did. That game is
Tetrasphere was
awesome.
cool.
It was so dude, I went back to it like a couple months after we did the episode. It's great. I love it. I honestly love it. Yeah, it's weird but oddly fun. Yeah, exactly. So there we go. The other thing is that there is the Game Boy version in comparison. Wait, where is it?
Oh, yeah, you had it.
Oh, there it is. There it is. The Game Boy version looks, whatever. It's a pared down version of what it is. The other thing about this is you mentioned the charm, the music and the sound is pretty good. I found that to be pretty fun.
Yeah.
But how about the music on the Game Boy version is insane. It's so good. Oh, just wait. It's coming. Like, this is so good.
It's reminiscent of Ghostbusters in my mind.
Oh yeah, no, I can see that. Yeah, I can see that. And then in comparison, let's do the
how clever of them to separate the colors of the pills the way they did to give it variety.
Yeah, that's because it's hard to do, right? Like you have to do like shading.
Yeah, on a monochromatic screen. It's like, how do you get more than just like?
What's cool about it too is
dark and not dark.
What's cool about it is the little guys at the bottom, the viruses. When you eliminate them from the screen, they pop out of that corner, like because they don't exist anymore. They're not just there just to be animated just for fun. Like if you get rid of all of the black viruses, the little black virus dude in the corner pops away completely when you get rid of all of them.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's really cool. And then like when you crush one, he kind of like goes, "Oh no!" like he's getting hit or something like that.
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah, it's fun. And then in comparison, this is some of the music from the 64. I'm gonna see if I can find a different level. It's not bad. Not bad.
Yeah,
not bad.
it feels pretty. I don't know, N64-y. I like it.
Yeah, I like the Game Boy one better. That's just my like sort of preference for like
It's definitely more unique
or whatever.
It's more unique.
Yeah, that's true. I do like how, so I don't know if this is, they have like sort of like a ambulance siren almost in the background every once in a while when the stuff starts like ramping up and stuff. That's the other thing too. The sound design for it is actually kind of good because you might not have enough time to peek over at your opponent's, screen, which totally makes sense because otherwise you might just screw yourself over if you do that. The music ramps up when things get a little bit more tense on either side, which is good. So it's a little bit of a heads up, like, oh, I might be doing really well, they might be close, or vice versa, which is kind of nice. But yeah, I like the game. I don't know. I was a little disappointed, honestly. I wish I wasn't, but I was a little disappointed. How about you?
Totally. I was very
I
was very middle route, I think. I did not hate it, but I definitely was getting frustrated, and probably more so than I should have because it's a game. But I don't know, sometimes
because it's a game.
Yeah, sometimes when you play a game and it's hard, I get this like I get this gratification, this like satisfaction of being able to beat something. And Dr. Mario just felt unfair because I wanted to play through the story. I wanted to just experience it. I actually went down to the easy mode and I still was having trouble.
Dude,
like, it was
I was going to say that before. I totally forgot. It's a good thing you brought that up. I did normal and I think I made it to the 3rd stage.
Yes.
And I was racking my brain. I could not do it. I spent, what happened, it's funny. So when you fail, regardless of what difficulty you're on, regardless of what, on the story one, I don't know if it does it with the other ones, but you can just immediately restart. And actually the layout of the viruses is actually different than what you did before. It's actually randomized, which I thought was kind of cool because you're not, in a way, in a way, I guess that's good because it's variety, but in a way, you can't perfect that stage or that level that you keep failing. But I do appreciate the sort of like lack of repetitiveness, I guess. And you can do that in the middle of it. If you're like, oh, I'm not going to get myself out of this. I'm going to go and I'm going to just restart. It'll reset the board and it'll actually be completely different, which is kind of fun. So I was doing that so many times that I was like, you know what? Screw this. I'm just going to go down to easy. And then I think I made it to the 5th one.
Nice.
And I was like, oh, well, it's better than before. And then I looked at, it also has like a counter, like a clock for how long you've been playing. And I was like, wow, I spent way too much time just getting that far. Like this game is continually kicking my butt.
Yeah. Just we're pretty much in the exact same boat. That's like exactly as far as I got as well.
Yeah, I don't know why they had to do that. Like I just don't get. It's just.
To be fair, the people that get games like this want games like this to be challenging.
But even on easy, you know what I mean?
Even
like
on easy, I don't know. I guess it's definitely not a casual friendly sort of a game. Like you have to be into these games.
Right. And what frustrates me about that is that it presents itself that way. Right. I know it's a Mario game.
Yeah.
That's fine, but when you're putting across that music, that aesthetic that we've been talking about, I wish it would kick into that mode on hard or obviously on multiplayer, which totally makes sense. But to just have like that easy mode still kick my ass, it feels discouraging. It's not It's not great. It's not great, you know. And I'm sure that if I dug into the NES, Game Boy, SNES versions, I'm sure they would probably still kick my butt because, like I messaged you, the Mean Bean Machine game also kicked my butt. I just think I'm not good at these games anymore. I never felt like I was really good at Tetris and stuff, but I can wrap my head around Tetris more. In this, I was having a hard time going like, okay, this is what's up next. This is how I have to put this. And that for some reason, the added clear the virus thing and the opponent that I'm playing against, my mind was like in circles.
Well, you know what it is too. About the viruses.
Just stupid. Yeah, no.
Yeah, the viruses are plastered across the entire like pill bottle.
Yeah.
So like you have some at the top, you have some at the bottom. So you have to move pieces like super quick to the right. You have like seconds to think.
Oh,
versus something like Tetris or something like even Mean Bean Machine, you drop it down and you're connecting colors. And you're just like, you have the whole screen to think about it for a second, right? And it builds up and it gets harder as it goes. Dr. Mario's just like, it's as hard as it's going to get, like right at the beginning almost.
At the beginning.
And you just fill it out and it just continues to be hard until you start clearing stuff out.
Yeah, and what I found, this is partially, I guess you could say it's partially a skill thing, but partially just like this genre setup is that if you screw up, like you were talking with the controls as part of the sort of frustration that you ran into, what you thought wasn't as snappy as they should be and stuff, which I totally agree with. If you fuck up one of your moves, it's really hard to recover. Really, really hard to not just restart. And I never like that in puzzle games where it's like, well, it's not one and done. Sure, you can recover, but when you have someone basically at your tail the whole time, a CPU that is actually near perfection every time they play, you have to start over almost. And I don't find that rewarding. Like if I need to keep starting over and I can't make more than maybe one mistake, maybe two, if you're doing well, I find that to be more frustrating than anything else. And I just, it's just, I was just disappointed. I wanted to really like this, and I think I was just let down by it. I don't think it was just expectation, but I just didn't have as good of a time as I thought I would. So
I think it's I don't know. I'm with you. I'm with you. Yeah. It ain't no Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine.
So, and that game's not exactly the same. You know, it's just one that you had history with. You're like, oh, you should try it, whatever. I'm like,
another puzzle game. That's the only association it has with this game.
Yeah. There's like, you could say, oh, well, maybe aesthetic, or maybe it's a different game. And the hour that I played, I didn't play a ton, but the hour that I played of it, I was having a good time. I just got to get my hands on it being a little bit different and better and stuff and whatever. And I just played it on my little GBA Amber Deck. Genesis games, and plays great on a little handheld, perfect for a little screen, stuff like that. Doesn't have to be an actual Genesis. I probably actually could have just plugged in my Genesis Classic, my mini that I have. I know it has it on it.
You know what's really cool about Mean Bean Machine too? Not to hijack this episode and just make it all about Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine.
Yeah, whatever.
It's one of the few, if not the only Sonic game that is based on the Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog cartoon, which is not the Saturday morning one that was more serious, but it's actually the silly one. One of the Julia White ones where he voiced Sonic, and it's the one where Sonic would give life advice like, remember kids, don't talk to strangers.
PSAs,
and like the in the Hall of the Mountain King was like the theme song. Da, 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 da. Like that show was so silly, and I loved it growing up. And Mean Bean Machine had all the characters because some of the robots that you fight, Eggman's bots, those were from the show. So you never see them anywhere else, even in the Saturday morning cartoon, which was the more serious of the Sonic one. They aren't there. They're different.
Okay. This game too, I didn't realize is pretty expensive if you want to get your hands on it.
Is it really?
I think because it's one of those late ones. You know,
more than I would have thought. Would be cheaper because they wouldn't sell as well, and they probably made
I think
a
it's
ton?
because there's not as many. I think that's why.
Really?
That would be my guess. Yeah, that's my assumption. I don't know,
Mhm.
or maybe it just didn't sell. Did it get the ET on Atari treatment where they just got rid of a bunch? You never know. That's just speculation. But the reason why I bring that up too is because I think maybe part of the reason too is this game was never released in the PAL version at all.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so there's a whole territory, basically the European territory, that never got this game. The only time that you could play it like legally on a PAL device of any kind, like the 64 version, the other ones were, was 20 years later, October of 2021. It was on Nintendo Classics on, I guess that would have been Wii at the time and Wii U, like that. 2021, 20 years later,
Wow.
and then now on NSO.
They went so long without
crazy.
multivitamin wars.
All like
that was a callback to a previous discussion.
It was a call. Wow. You know, it's always a great callback when you have to call back the callback, right?
Yes.
That's how that works.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well,
so
they
that
don't
was
know,
kind of crazy.
unless they've watched your commercial series you're doing.
Don't worry. Everyone will watch it. Yeah, that's, I don't know. It's fine. It's just okay. I was just disappointed. Yeah. Jiggy, Dr. Mario, people can check it out. It won't hurt you if you check it out on NSO if you have NSO. But
it's not going to make you sick, but
it'll make you frustrated.
Let me phrase it. It's not going to make you die, but it's not going to make you well. How about that?
Is that your mafia doctor?
Yeah.
Saying that? Yeah,
I'm trying to be a doctor here.
Hey, I can do that because I'm Italian. Hey, okay.
I'm not.
And I'm not.
I just don't know what to do with my hands.
Oh, you could do that. Oh. Pasta.
That's what you say, right?
Beep it a bop pasta. Okay, we have a music quiz, sir. Music quiz time. Yay. I'm gonna pull up
let me ace this
two
quiz.
Things here. It's one
per use.
One thing. It is N64 games.
Okay.
Specifically. I think it's just the music. It's not gameplay. A couple of them are title things. I don't know exactly what part of the games they're from, but we have 4 choices. I'm going to play 30 seconds roughly of this music. And hold on now. Where is it here? How do I make it bigger?
That's bigger.
There we go.
Oh,
that's bigger.
Unmute.
Come on. Unmute.
Play that funky music. Wow.
Groovy. All right, here are your choices. I remembered to pull this up. N64 music quiz. A, Razor Freestyle Scooter. Derby Stallion 64. Destruction Derby 64. Or Turok 3 Shadow of Oblivion. All of these are late N64 games.
I have to look up Derby Stallion 64. I don't know what that is.
Racing game.
No way.
Yeah.
I was like, I've never heard of that. Okay, this is a good one because I've never. Maybe I played Turok 3 for a minute.
Yeah, I haven't played
the others.
Me neither. I don't think I've played any of these. And you know that this is a late N64 game because there's a Razor scooter game on this list, and that is a real game. Everyone, that is a real game.
It is.
I believe these are all 2001, potentially 2000. Games. I can't remember if Turok's 2001, but the other ones all late.
What vibe the game covers?
What vibes they have? Okay, so if anyone didn't hear, again, I'm gonna play a couple of seconds of the music, and our choices are Razor Freestyle Scooter, Derby Stallion 64, Destruction Derby 64, or Turok 3 Shadow of Oblivion. Let's hear it one more time. Groovy. I don't know why I have to say that. All right,
I'm
sir.
gonna go with C, Destruction Derby 64, for lack of. I'll tell you my logic.
Yes, please.
I'll tell you my logic. Okay, so Razor Freestyle Scooter, sort of going for that Tony Hawk Pro Skater vibe, right? It's that time frame, trying to capitalize on that. Obviously, nowhere near as successful, but I feel like they're gonna go a little bit more like that Tony Hawk route and have actual artists, have actual like music in it. So that's my logic with that one. I'm like, it can't be that. Derby Stallion 64 is about horses. If this is the music for that game, that's crazy.
Maybe they're crazy horses, man. You don't know.
It could be. So that narrowed my my choices down to C and D, which is Destruction Derby and Turok 3. Turok 3, I honestly, it could go either way, but when I saw looking up the covers, I'm just like, Destruction Derby 64, this sort of feels like car, like racing music, sort of like a fast track arcadey kind of a sound. And that was my logic. So that's why I went with C.
Okay. I like that logic. I have pulled up a video of what the winner is, and it is. Let's get past the look.
Welcome to
Destruction
Derby!
Dang, dude. Dang.
Yeah.
Dude, I can't believe that. I can't believe that logic actually worked out. Dang.
Yeah.
You know what? Oh yeah.
That is a loud game.
Yeah, it's sort of what's reminding me a little bit of Hot Wheels Turbo Racing.
That's honestly, when I heard it too, I was like, that's what this kind of, I could kind of, and it.
If you didn't give me games to guess, that's probably what I was going to guess. Be like, oh, is that from Hot Wheels?
That would totally be fair. That would be fair. Yeah. So Destruction Derby 64 is the winner, is the actual choice.
You know what this proves about like sound design in a lot of these games?
Yeah.
They're really good at capturing feels.
Oh,
because
yeah.
I've never played it. I heard the track and I said, this sounds like cars racing. And that was one of my options, and that's why I picked it.
Absolutely does. And the only reason, well, one of the only reasons, I did pick all late games in the console's life cycle, but one of the only reasons why I picked the Stallion game, the horse racing game, is because it also had Derby in the name.
I mean, it looks kind of, I'm not gonna lie, it looks kind of banging. Like, we should play that.
I mean, we'll play both of these. Yeah, let's what was it? Derby Stallion,
something like
64.
That. Oh, my kitten's up. Yeah, look at that.
Impossible to play. Games I'll never play again. That's what this one video says.
Amazing.
Oh my god, look at that menu.
I love it. By Parody Bit.
I wonder what it actually sounds like.
Let's go with 16.
Oh, this is just a video guy playing it.
You can hear the music underneath.
We're back to the fucking, can I see your ID, please?
Mr. Big Boss Man.
I can't get out. How do we play this?
He can't even navigate to the actual game.
It's just the menus.
He's trying to navigate the menus.
It's terrible.
That's so funny.
Amazing. Oh, geez. This looks like it could.
Oh. Is this horse betting? Is that all it is? You're betting on a horse?
I don't know. That sounds like thunder, but those are horses running, everyone. Those are horses running. Anyways.
Amazing.
Congrats, sir. Yay! Well, I'm glad that I'm not stumping you too much. I'm trying to have fun with it, but I'm glad I'm not stumping you too much. Oh, hi, Kat.
Oh, yeah, she's
okay. Those games will all be on our list. Okay, so just teasing a little bit coming up, everyone. One of the games that's going to, I do actually, Brett. Yes, I do think it might actually be Japanese only. the stallion game.
It looks like it. Why
It
else
looks
would
like
it be
it
in
is.
only Japanese text for everybody who's playing it?
For every
Yeah, it's got to be.
even the people that can't, especially if you can't navigate the menus, like that one guy.
Yeah, that's actually really funny. Like,
That's
can
so
we get
funny.
to the game? But
That's the whole
navigating
video.
menus exclusively in Japanese. That's so funny.
That's the whole video. One game that we are going to be playing coming up, it'll either be the next episode or potentially the one after that, but within the next 2 episodes, we are going to be playing. If you want to hit up I guess you could call it a cozy game. That's sort of a term that's been thrown around a lot. A farm management sim per se. Harvest Moon 64 is what we're going to be playing. So should be the next episode. If it's not, scheduling wise, it'll be the one after that, but that's the goal. So if you want to sink a little bit of time in the next couple of weeks into playing a game that has probably going to take a little bit of time to get things going and stuff, it's sort of a slower moving game and stuff, which makes sense. Harvest Moon is coming up, a game that is on NSO as well, so that could be a little bit beneficial to how you play it, and is actually pretty difficult to get in a physical version of. I remember when my sister-in-law lent it to me, I was like, oh yeah, I've never played this game before, and then I looked it up, and it's a very expensive game.
Yes.
A physical copy of it for some strange reason, and I don't know why. I do have it, but I will likely play it on NSO personally, just because I can play in between moments while I'm to and from work on the train and stuff like that. So yeah, Harvest Moon is going to be coming up. So stay tuned for that. We're sort of lining up some guests for a couple games. Hey, look at that. Jiggy's got the physical copy right there. Mine's in the box somewhere. Nice. I'm looking forward to it. I've never played the game before. I know of it. I haven't really played anything Harvest Moon. So we'll see how it goes. It's going to be fun. Kind of play something a little bit chill, a little bit different, and just sort of see how it goes. I know there's sort of like story mode type thing to it, and you have your little dog and stuff, but that's pretty much all I know. That's pretty much it. Yep. So
that's right. That's all you need to know.
Yep. That's all I need to know. Jiggylookback. I know we're recording this kind of at a different time and stuff, but we have been and are in Mumbo May for you.
That's right.
Yeah. Not that stuff goes away when May goes away, if you're listening to this later,
Correct.
but Mumbo May is kicking ass and taking names again.
Yep. First episode's out. It doesn't have all the bells and whistles of a proper like Mumbo dialogue intro, which I did last year. The next one will. The next one I was very ambitious.
Which by the time this episode comes out actually might actually be out. I don't know for sure.
Yeah, possibly.
Yeah.
This first one is actually ranking my like top 10 favorite rare games of all time. That was sort of to ease into Mumbo May. That's the first one. The next one, I'm super excited about the next one. It is Banjo-Kazooie, The Cult of the Jiggy. And it is the return of my series Overthinking It, where I just overanalyze an element in a game, essentially. Yep. And so I am diving into the Jiggy cult, the Jiggy people. And it's fantastic. And I did an intro that's like a 3D like Jiggy Wiggies talking to you, dialogue boxes, like you go in his temple. It's got multiple camera angles. It like I animated everything looks great, and I'm so proud of it. And it even like culminates like the laser fires out of the crystal Jiggy and intros into this like is amazing. The
ambition and skill of this guy, everyone.
Dude, the first 2 minutes are absolute gold. I haven't even finished writing the video, but I've made the first 2 minutes, and I'm like, this is fire.
See, that's what you come to YouTube for, everyone. Not just me hanging out, talking about games.
We like
that's where the real skill is. No, look, hey, I'm happy to do it. It's great, but let's be honest, you're doing some pretty kick-ass stuff. So check it out. Jiggylookback has a lot of fun with his videos just in general, but the skill and ambition behind all of them clearly is there, and I'm very excited. We're sitting here where that hasn't been released yet, but I am going to be, by the time you hear this and watch this, I will have watched that video and giving you a huge thumbs up on those first couple minutes that you're just talking about. No question. And then, that's pretty much it, everybody. Remember 64 Show across social media and on Patreon as well, where you can watch our new series of A Commercial Success. You can get every episode early for just $1 a month and support the show. and pre-show chats and all of that fun stuff. So check us out there and support us. Support Jiggylookback. Jump on the Jiggylookback Discord as well. And we'll see you there, everyone. Until next time, go harvest some moon. Is that what you do? And squash some viruses with a doctor, everyone, because I guess that's what you do when you have a 64 in 2001. All right, everyone. Cheers. Goodbye. Have a good one.